comes together in a snap. Everything can be mixed in a bowl or two, and we'll start with the dry ingredients. 2 cups of whole wheat pastry flour and 2 cups of freshly milled spelt flour. And if you can't find freshly milled, of course you can use regular spelt flour. So mix these together and then add some baking soda, and it's 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. So this is basically a quick bread, no yeast. 2 teaspoons of coarse salt, a half a cup of sunflower seeds, half a cup of black sesame seeds, some caraway seeds, 2 tablespoons. So lots of seeds. And, oh, I love flax seeds, 2 tablespoons of flax seeds. These can be all whisked together. And we can get this mixture mixed into our milk. 1½ cups of whole milk, 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Does not have to be extra virgin olive oil. 2 tablespoons of honey for a little bit of sweetness. And 3/4 of a cup of buttermilk. So mix that together, and you can add your flour to the wet ingredients. And I suggest stirring this with a spoon. It's a lot easier than trying to whisk it together. It gets very heavy. You could do this in the bowl of your stand mixer, but there's not too much stirring. Just make sure it's all mixed together. And then we have a 9x5 loaf pan, oiled and lined with parchment, and leave a little excess parchment on either side. It will enable you to lift the bread out of the pan. And then just plunk your bread dough, which is almost a batter, into the pan. I have to tell you, this smells really good. You can pretty much smell each of the seeds. Very healthy, very dense. Press the dough into the pan, trying to release any air pockets. And one last thing before you pop it into the oven, which should be preheated to 350 degrees, are some more seeds. Surprise, surprise. We have black sesame seeds, caraway seeds, flax seeds, and sunflower seeds. The same seeds that we added to the dough itself, we are now sprinkling over the top. And you can sort of pat them into the surface. Bake until a texture comes out clean. It's going to take about 65 minutes because of the dense nature of this dough. Set your timer. So let the bread, once it comes out of the oven, cool, and look what happens. It kind of erupts. But of course, it was filled to the very brim, and it does have baking powder and baking soda in it for leavening, so it will rise. But this is so pretty. I'll lift the bread out. It came right out. Looks so fantastic. And now you can serve this just sliced for a breakfast. Lightly toasted would be good. I don't like the ends, so I'm going to cut the end off. And I know who will like the ends. One of my horses loves bread. And one of my favorite ways to eat this bread is thinly sliced, slathered with creamery butter, some fresh cucumber slices, a little bit of sea salt, and once you taste it, you'll see why this bread is one of our test kitchen favorites. I do hope